In this video, we are going to consider a question that appeared in 1999 screening. This question is about angular momentum. I'll read the question. A disk of mass m and radius r is rolling with angular speed omega on a horizontal plane as shown in figure. The magnitude of the angular momentum of the disk about the origin O is option A half mr squared omega, option B mr squared omega, option C 3 by 2 mr squared omega. We see the solution. So this you should know what is meant by angular momentum. The usual symbol is L, which is a vector quantity. It is defined as moment of linear momentum. Linear momentum. See, whenever you have the words moment of in physics, it means you have to multiply it by some distance, some proper distance. Multiply by distance. That is what is meant by moment of. Moment of force means force multiplied by distance. What distance? It is a particular distance. You can say a perpendicular distance also. We will just see that. So moment of linear momentum. Okay. All right. The expression is L is equal to R cross P. It's a vector product of R and P. R is radius vector, P momentum vector, L angular momentum. Okay. See, I just draw a diagram and explain. Suppose there is a particle here whose radius vector, the particle is moving. Okay. The particle is not stationary. Particle is having a momentum. Let's say the particle's momentum. Let's say the particle is moving like this. Then the straight line now here, that is R. That means this is R. This is a representation by the arrow. This is theta. Okay. Call it as X, call it as Y. So R cross P, the direction is given by right-handed rule as you find the direction of a vector product. So R cross P will give you the angular momentum of this particle whose linear momentum is P. Is it clear? Now what we can do, you can give another interpretation to this. Of course, magnitude we will first finish. RP sin theta. What is theta? Angle between this vector R and vector P. The diagram I have shown there. So either you can find the angular momentum this way, or you can use some other approach for this particle. What we can do, you extend the momentum vector backward. Okay, let's say this is a momentum vector. We extend the momentum vector backward, and from the origin you draw the perpendicular distance to the momentum vector. Now what is this, say OA? OA is the perpendicular distance from O, origin to P, the momentum vector. Is it clear? Wherever it is, for example, the momentum vector is like this. This is origin. You extend the momentum vector backward. You draw the perpendicular. This will be OA. This is referred to as lever arm. And of course we know that this is your momentum. this is r, this is theta. When this is theta, this is also theta, perpendicular distance. So rp sin theta, first I write p. For this r sin theta, I can use OA. OA is r sin theta. Wrote that this is r. This is the, don't consider this as r. This is only representation in vector form. This is r. I represent it as a vector by the arrow. Okay, P into OA. So this is angular momentum. So how do you find that? Lever arm. What is that lever arm? From the origin to the momentum vector, consider a perpendicular. The length of the perpendicular, or you can even say that it is a perpendicular distance, multiply it by the momentum vector, you will get angular momentum. So don't forget this, we will be using it in our solution. Is it clear? Now angular momentum for a rigid body is I omega. I, moment of inertia about axis of rotation, omega is the angular velocity. How do you know that? Compare it with linear momentum expression mv. Linear momentum, correspondingly you have angular momentum. For mass you have correspondingly moment of inertia. For linear velocity you correspondingly have angular velocity. So for a rigid body we can use this comfortably. For a particle we can use this for finding angular momentum. Okay, of course the question of units does not arise here because it's not to be used anywhere. The question doesn't require that units, so we will not discuss it here. So now we will proceed to this problem. So how do you proceed? But here you want to find the angular momentum of the disk. Let's say this is the center of the disk. Angular momentum of the disk about this origin. For that you will use this concept. Okay. Angular momentum of the disk about this origin we want. Okay. That angular momentum of the disk about the origin O is equal to angular momentum of the disk about its center of mass plus angular momentum of center of mass about O. This is given by angular momentum of the disk about O is given by this. So angular momentum of the disk about center of mass I omega, of course I is mr squared by 2, don't forget it, then plus angular momentum of center of mass about O. For that only we have to consider lever arm into momentum vector. This is the momentum vector of the center of mass. So you draw a perpendicular distance which will be equal to capital R. So linear momentum into the perpendicular distance. Linear momentum is m into capital M we have to use. So linear momentum is m into VCM. Perpendicular distance is OA. OA is nothing but capital R. Okay. So what is I? mr squared by 2 because disk omega plus m. VCM is again R omega. Why do we say VCM is R omega? Because the disk is rolling. Whenever this body is rolling, VCM is R omega. It is a condition for pure rolling. That is, the velocity of the center of mass will be the product of radius of the disk here and the angular velocity. if it is not rolling, actually it is rolling without slipping. If it is not rolling, if there is slipping, then VCM is equal to R omega will not be valid. Okay, so we proceed. This R I have to write. So R mr squared by 2 omega plus mr squared omega. For this VCM only I wrote R omega. Okay, so this is the angular momentum of the disk about O. So what is the final answer? Angular momentum, required angular momentum, or I will write fully angular momentum of the disk about O is equal to mr squared omega by 2 plus mr squared omega 3 mr squared 3 by 2 mr squared omega 3 by 2 mr squared omega. Look at the options. Half mr squared omega, not correct, not correct, not correct. This is correct, 3 by 2 mr squared omega. So what is the main point you should know? If there is a rigid body, you want to find the moment of inertia about the origin, find the moment of inertia of the body about the center of mass plus the angular momentum of the center of mass about the origin. So I have justified here perpendicular distance from the origin to the momentum vector, okay, multiplied by the linear momentum. Is it clear? Thank you.